Sagittarius Rising. This is your monthly reading for the month of July 2026, or whenever you see this. Yeah, I knew I was going to get Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, what have we here? Soft, compassionate, sensitive, good-natured. That's what the subject is today. What's going on with you, Sagittarius Rising? It's been a breakup. Potential breakup, maybe. Two of Swords, Two of Cups reversed. Thinking about splitting ways, or you're at a crossroads where you might have to make a decision about walking away from another person. The Fool with the clothes on your back. Maybe you've recently broken up with someone, or you're considering your options, weighing your options here. You've got to change something about this King of Cups, this jealous, manipulative person who has their own strong sense of truth. There may be two people here. Okay. There's two people here. Wow. Knight of Okay. So is this you? Might be a non-starter sexually here. No sexual chemistry if this is. And then King of Pentacles. Okay. There's all kinds of people popping up out of the woodworks here. Ultimately, the main focus I want to put on here is King of Cups reversed. This is someone who is jealous. They're not in touch with their emotions. They're emotionally immature. They might be very cold and not open about how they feel, or very calm about communicating their emotions. And then all of a sudden they're like bursting out with like a tirade, or they're being manipulative, or they've got some kind of fucking drama right around the corner. And they wield it as a weapon. They wield their emotions as a weapon. This is someone that could potentially say, not saying that this person did, but this is the type that would say, if you leave me, I'm going to I'm going to harm myself or do something like that. So they use their emotions as a weapon. And then I've got the Queen of Swords. I feel like this is you, and you know your personal truth, and you're looking towards the future. You know what's right, but I see you just being tired and defensive. You're tired of having to defend yourself. But looking towards the future, there's nothing but clear air. What's coming next? Without that certainty, what can we do? We don't know what we're heading to. All we know is that we've got to get away from something else. Get away from something else. What's at the basis of all this for Sagittarius rising? What caused this? Okay, King of Pentacles. There might be an older figure, could be a Taurus, that, kind of was like, you know what, you can come stay with me, or I really see you differently, and I don't feel that it's right for you to allow this person to continue treating you this way. Or they were a show of support and may have even offered you something tangible, such as a job, money, a loan, a place to stay, borrow my car, something like that. But why were they the catalyst here? Ten of Cups reversed. They see that your emotional fulfillment isn't being met. And because you're showing up as a Queen of Cups, you're so soft and sensitive and nurturing, at least by their eyes, or how you're showing up this month is just very sweet. And they do not like seeing that. I think there's something in their childhood past, maybe their own mother figure, or, well, I'm seeing the mother, but it could have been either gender or whatever, it doesn't matter. Someone in their family or a broken home, it's being triggered by your situation, and they want to rectify and heal their own heart by standing up for you. And it's something that they do regularly. I feel that they would do it for anybody. Eight of Swords. They want to help you get out of a situation that's like very entangled. That could be part of your hesitancy. The Queen is sitting, and I almost feel like the birds are flying towards her, like it's just constant assaults and talk and nonsense and drama. But it's like she's not ready to jump into action. She knows she has value. She knows the truth of the situation. She's no fool. But I feel like this queen in particular in this card is so beaten down by what is going on here, and is lacking a lot of the emotional and spiritual energy, like the vitality, lacking the vitality to get up and move, get up and break new ground. Yeah. What do you need to have the courage to do, Sagittarius rising, for your own best interests and the opinion of your guides, angels, and loved ones who cares so much about you? Oh, they want to alleviate your fears, yes. Nine of Swords. They see that you're afraid. They see that you're worried and up sleepless nights, and they don't want that for you anymore. Ace of Pentacles reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed. You don't need to wait for a new financial opportunity to come in from out of the cold. In fact, I think there's resources just waiting for you. It could have something to do fly by night. The moon's coming up, so like leaving in the middle of the night if you must. But there's people who have would be happy to offer you. It wouldn't put them out at all. These are people with resources. They see your circumstances and situation. They see what you're burdened by. They see how you're hurting and how you've been triangulated by this person that said that they're supposed to love you. And Seven of Swords. They want to get you out of there in the dark of night. You know, they want to help you get to a higher ground so that you don't have to have a fight or an argument, so that things don't have to get hectic or crazy. There's like a resource here that can help. You don't have to wait for Ace of Pentacles, like that would be like something that you manifest yourself. Like, you don't have to wait to get a new place to live or a new job or a new relationship. Nothing new needs to come in here tangible. Like, there's already resources. Five of Pentacles, like even a church, like a halfway home or something like that. Or but I'm really feeling like for most people watching this, it could be just like a friend's house, a father's house, a grandfather's house, or an elder in the family, or just an elder person. This could even be like a coworker that's elder that like really cares a lot about you and sees how sees you as being very sweet and compassionate and just not deserving of what you're going through right now. Whoever this is for, if you're still here and you feel like this is vibing with what you're going through right now, I have every intention to get you answers and help. And also, I'm praying for you. You know, I wish you the best. The details. First of all, your intuition is it's on target. Okay, you can trust your intuition here. This is you breaking free from a cycle that has been ongoing for a very long time. And it's scary because that cycle of repetition has been going on for so long. It's all you know, but it is breaking. Devil reversed. Like, you know, the Queen of Swords doesn't go back on what she knows. She can't. She can't. There's no choice but for her to face facts, and she's determined to continue to do so and act on those facts if she can. With the Page of Wands here, this is the inspired movement, hope, and also communication, talking about it. It's important to talk to someone about the idea that you are breaking from something that has continually been a problem for you over a long period of time. I'm seeing the number 10, could be 10 years, or since you were 10 years old or something. And because of that, what you're facing is an unknown journey. You just don't know what your future looks like because you're having to leave so much behind. Again, you can trust your intuition here. I feel like that's very important, that you trust yourself. I see very strong signs that you do know what to do, but you're waiting. Two of Swords, you're waiting for clarity on what particularly, maybe. Like, you know what needs to happen. You need to know that, like, if it's this King of Cups, if this is a toxic relationship or whoever this is to you. Yeah, and two of Cups. It's, why am I doubting myself? I already read it was a fucking relationship. That's what this reading is about. So, you know, like you already know. So the only question then that's left to attend to is, what do you need to have the courage to do? What does Sagittarius rising need to have the courage to do? 9 of Pentacles. There is support systems out there for you that are protected. You have to have the courage to have your own money, your own resources, and your own like, I don't wanna the 2 of Pentacles is coming up immediately, so it's not like you have to have this right away, but this is more of like a commitment to sustain yourself. You can spend time alone. You can live alone. You can be alone. Financially, emotionally, and otherwise. If you can make that commitment to yourself, you do not have to have all the ducks in a row right now, but it will open up avenues of options for you moving forward that previously you thought you needed other people to fulfill and step in. So if you commit to saying, well, I'm going to live alone. That's my intention. That's my goal. Or yeah, I'm not going to get into a relationship. That's my intention and my goal. And if you accept that as being your new truth for the time being, yes, that brings up, like, that makes your choice clear. Interesting. Okay. The most important person to Sagittarius rising in July, or when they see this, who are they and what are they doing? King of Wands. This is someone who is very clear-sighted. They're not delusional about what they see. They understand what has gone on with you in your past quite clearly. 10 of Pentacles reversed and 8 of Cups reversed. I don't feel that they really have, if you need to know who this person is, it's not like they have like legacy money and they're not like super wealthy. You may not even work with them. It could be someone you know from someplace else. They're very unusual and countercultural. They may have also walked alone a lot of their life. And so they understand what it is to walk alone and how it's done. And they're here to teach and shepherd and kind of be a good role model or example for you at this time of like, hey, you know, I've been through some bad relationships too, or I've had to get out of a, you know, toxic situation too. And here's how I did it. And so they're very clear-sighted. 8 of Cups, they've also healed themselves. They've been willing to go into, they're willing to go to bat for you emotionally, I feel. And they're also willing to take on some of the dirt, you know, allow you to cry on their shoulder, help you to clean up the mess. They could even help you move. They could help you move. Okay. Wow. This could be king, so could be a male. Doesn't have to be. Could be fire sign. Doesn't have to be. I'm seeing sort of like a chin strap on this guy, which is like the most distinguished thing about them. Also seeing like this weird little toad dog thing. Maybe they have a pug or something. Um, uh, but yeah, like you'll know them because they, first of all, they're helping to offer you, kind of guide you through this time period in your life, but like they clearly understand your situation, having been through it themselves. The wheel, they're ready to help. This is a fortunate person to have come into your life this month that can help you move forward. Things can change. Fortune is on your side. What's a secret that Sagittarius rising doesn't know about? Page of Pentacles, there's new financial opportunities, new things to learn. 6 of Pentacles, somebody has something to offer you in exchange. Like this is reading like job opportunity. Something about like the surface of life, the hangman. It's important that you get out and celebrate Freedom or independence. You don't have to go crazy, but it's not necessary to hide yourself away, obviously do what feels right to you. But I think that there's new opportunities that can be gained if you just go and step out. If someone's like, "Hey, Sagittarius Rising, come out with us to the bar. We're just gonna let off some steam, or come with us to this 4th of July party, or like whatever it is, like come to the cookout." This is definitely saying like there's opportunities there. And if anything, like it's not necessarily like, oh, you're gonna have someone like you're gonna meet someone that fixes all your problems or whatever right away. It's more just like there's some value for you to share your energy with others because you're so compassionate and giving. There's others that have something to share with you that can help lift you up and heal you uh, effectively and faster than if you did it all by yourself, or without like all on like alone, like literally alone, like apart from people. And there's something to be gained from getting out of your head and just being in the moment. So if you can go to like uh, an environment like a restaurant or a bar you've never been before, or go with a friend to like their friend's house and you're meeting all new people or something like, and if you can just stay on the surface of life temporarily for this month, it can be a chance for your emotions to rejuvenate and for your hope to rejuvenate as well. What are you learning about this month, Sagittarius Rising? Why has the situation transpired? The wheel, like it was time, and how all things have a season, all things come to an end. The world, this is big. This is big. And again, the devil reverse doesn't come up for any old fucking reason. It's because you've broken a cycle, a toxic cycle for good. For good. And I know it's scary what happens next, but like breaking that cycle is so incredible. And Queen of Swords, you're showing me that you already know what to do. You're just waiting on the timing, when to do it. The timing is now. The world, things are out of close now here. And Hermit reversed as well. There's nothing, okay, yeah. There's nothing new that you need to like punish yourself about, 7 of Wands, or introspect about what I could have done differently or who did what, or like ruminating on this matter any further is a punishment to oneself. It will take you off balance. It allows more of those negative thought patterns to be defeating your energy and enthusiasm, which we did see earlier was kind of a concern for you. Okay. What's the end result by the end of July, or by the end of the month that you see the 6 of Swords? You get out of there. You do. Get out of there. You're moving on to calmer waters. Queen of Pentacles. You're doing so independently. You have your own money. You have your own sustenance. You feel, safe and secure. The Sun. It's going to take time to get back to feeling. Oh, yeah. This is so big. I mean, there's huge cards everywhere here for you. I'm like not getting hyper excited about it because I feel like you're low energy as well. So like in the process of this, you're reconnecting back to self. And I keep saying reconnecting because it's like it is Mercury retrograde all this month. And so maybe there was a part of your child self that was lost in the mix of everything that's happened to you. Like, of course, but there's something intuitional that's building here. And when you're in the process of recovering yourself, you'll find that there's so much more to it than what, if we're talking that 10 years, if that was relevant to you 10 years ago, how you were, like you get back in touch with that person, but yet now there's so much more. Now things make so much more sense and you feel, sun upright is total self-actualization. Like, this is my purpose. This is who I am. This is how people see me. This is what I have to offer. These are my strengths. This is what I can work on. Like, it's all there, and that's what's on the table here for you eventually. But it's important to know you don't get there overnight. Empress reverse just came out. Yeah, it's easy to be hard on yourself. I do see a lot of signs that you might be hard on yourself, and there's like strong, like there's ruts there, and it's easier for the wagon to fall into the ruts rather than create a new course. Yeah. So just be aware of that, be mindful of it. Don't expect to be mastering it this month. Um, but if you can gently say, you know what, that's not gonna take me anywhere. Thinking about all the ways I should have done better or any type of negative self-talk is not gonna do any good at this point. You're not in a stage where you're looking for self-improvement. That's what the purpose of like critical self-talk is to take accountability and to improve oneself. There's nothing about this that is self-improvement. This is about knowing the truth and acting on it, trusting that the universe and people who love you and see you as a loving person for who you truly are there to catch you, that you're not putting anyone out. In fact, you're helping people heal by allowing them to give. Allow people to give to you the way you give to others. If no one ever allowed you to give, think about how much would be missing out of your life. Your self-worth and your feelings of purpose and wholesomeness in the world. You've got to allow yourself to be on the receiving end, as hard as that can be. Regardless of that, I don't see anything here about self-improvement. This is about healing and honoring yourself. So if you're having those negative self-talk thoughts, this is not the time for that because you're not self-improving. The Empress reverse, yeah. Yeah, it'll get easier. Ace of Cups, it'll get easier. It's going to be you're going to be emotionally depleted for a little while, and that's perfectly natural. It's time. The world and the motherfucking Wheel of Fortune would not be showing up if it was not a perfectly supporting energy for you to take time to heal and be emotionally depleted at this time. Like that now is the opportunity to do so. Four of Cups reversed. Time to expect something different. And have faith that something different can happen. All right. By doing this, what effect do you have on others around you? By doing what is attended to in the reading, what effect does Sagittarius Rising have on the others around them? Ace of Cups reversed, Magician reversed. Interesting. They're going to see the truth of the matter that, you know, you couldn't do it all on your own. And that's okay. For right now, you need support, and that's okay. It's interesting, the dichotomy here. They want to lift you up. Queen Six of Wands, yeah. They're gonna be like, you know, they're gonna definitely support this action, this course of action in many ways. But what was I saying? Getting distracted. Oh, the dichotomy of like, we're seeing that it's important that you commit to being alone in order to move forward. But yet, as soon as you do that and you move forward, everyone's going to be rushing in to support and help you and foster this change for you and create a pathway to the change. So it's like a releasing the desire to be looking for people to who's the helpers and, you know, who's going to, who do I need to make a deal with, right? If you let go of that and you say, no matter what happens, I can do this on my own because I am worth it and I am capable, it doesn't mean you turn away help when help's offered, when support's offered. You know, this King of Pentacles is saying, no, come stay with me. Come, you know, borrow my car or work for me for a little bit or whatever it is, right? You accept graciously the help. But that help is only available to you because your intention is to stand on your own. Your angels do not want you back in this devil cycle. That's what it is. That's what it is. By feeling like you can't do it by yourself, that's why they're preventing anyone that wants to help you from coming to help you. Because there's still a little bit of that residual energy that tied you to this toxic relationship or whatever it was in the first place. Once you banish that by saying, I'm perfectly capable of doing it on my own, even though it looks very difficult right now, it is my intention to do so, then the floodgates open up and now you're able to accept graciously temporary help, support, emotional or otherwise, you know, financial or otherwise, material or otherwise, like, because then energetically you're safe from getting trapped in another devil cycle where you feel trauma bonded or responsible to give back or commit to someone who's helped you. None of these people that want to help you want your commitment. Well, you need to let go of. Ace of Wands. The inspired vitality energy is not gonna show up suddenly and let you know or push you, right into it. It's the High Priestess, right? Okay, I was hoping this would come back. So I'm thinking, no, it's intuition. It's not like instinct. It's intuition. There's two different things. So the instinct is to stay and secure or to wait and hold out, or it could be many different things for you depending on who this reading is for, who you are. It's to let go of what your instincts are and to trust what you have a deep inner knowing about. When you're silent and in a meditative state, you've been watching tarot readings, what you're getting there, or doing readings for yourself, or however it is that you get in touch with your deep inner knowing. For me, sometimes it's just like, I'll just sit there and like imagine that I'm looking down through my body to my heart where my soul is, and I'm like, soul, you know the truth. You know what you had planned for this lifetime. My mind can't figure it out right now. I've got some questions, and I'll start asking myself questions. And kind of going through that on a regular basis has helped me build intuition better beyond just doing tarot readings or anything like that either. Like, it's asking the self. The soul knows the truth. The soul knows the plan. The soul knows what's next. And I'm not drawing High Priestess over and over again for you for no reason. It's because you do have a soul knowing, and it's going to have to be the overriding factor to what your instinct is trying to get you to repeat. Page of Cups reverse. Yeah, it's the emotional messaging isn't all that positive, but if there's a kid or a pet involved as well, think about them. If you're having trouble thinking about your own needs in the situation, or you're like, I can withstand this, I've already put up with so much, think about a kid, think about the pets. There's someone young and impressionable and gentle as well in your energy or in your situation. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for them. That's what I want to say. I think you can do it for yourself too. I do. That's just as an aside. All right, angels, ascended masters, guides, and loved ones, give us some information for Sagittarius rising. Not afraid of hardships. Damn, dude. Confront challenges with courage, for they are the stepping stones to growth and wisdom. Yeah, there's, it's the courage of it, right? There's a lot of evidence here that this is not going to be happy times. And I wish I could tell you otherwise. Like, that already. I'm not telling you anything new. It's not like, oh, it's going to be worse than you thought. No, hell no. Hell no. It's going to be what you thought. The Queen of Swords, exactly what it's going to be. It's just ripping that Band-Aid off and knowing that, like, there's no way, the time will never be better than it is now. It's what I want to say about that. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And especially if you I have identified these helpers that are like, hey, here's this offer, or hey, I can help you move, or hey, I got your back. Like, take them up, with the intent to go it on your own afterwards. The shadow. This is 28. Although every card in the archetypes deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. Damn. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, by calling them dark, by calling them evil, we begin. Hold on. We begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with, no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. And the shadow of the gods are the very gods themselves. Reflect on the statement by James Hillman in A Blue Fire. What do you despise about yourself? By answering, you move toward shadow. Wow. Wow, that gives me something to think about for damn sure. What do you despise about yourself? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a little food for thought. It's a little light eating. That's all. Shit. Your angels, guides, and loved ones have a message for you, Sagittarius Rising. What is it? You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. Oh, my dear. I love you so much. Take good care of yourself. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I have other readings, love and relationship readings. Go check those out if you haven't already. I have more stuff coming up soon, as soon as I'm inspired to do so. I'm starting to get ahead of the game here, actually, which I'm really proud of myself. And it looks like you're going to have things to be proud of too soon as well. So take good care of yourself. And until I see you next time, bye.